Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, by request, we're going to be building this Norfolk Southern Dash 9 locomotive. The Dash 9 was the successor to the Dash 8 series, and mechanically, it was very similar to the AC-44 CWs, just DC powered. So let's get right into it here. As usual, the first step is to take out a dark oak stair to be the coupler, and we'll come down here and get it attached up. Did that wrong, make sure it's right side up. Then we'll swing around here underneath it and put a dark oak fence gate to be an air hose. Come up on the locomotive behind it, delete these fence gates, and replace them with dark oak fences and extend them out so it looks like all the hosing is connected. Then this is going to be the rear end pilot. So on the next block down, we're going to get 3 polished blackstone blocks across the rails. On the outsides, an upside down polished blackstone stair facing outward on each side. Then 5 polished blackstone blocks above it. Come in front of it here, and we're going to make a T-shape of polished blackstone that's 3 blocks tall. Then we'll put end rods down on each rail. And then over on this side on top, 3 smooth quartz slabs across the middle. Then in front of it, a 5x3 of polished blackstone blocks coming out to each side of the rails here. Then skip 1 block in front of it and get a block of netherite on each rail to be the first set of wheels. Then we'll take a deep slate tile slab on the upper hitbox and we'll make 2 rows of 5 coming across. Another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and then another 2 rows of deep slate tile slab on the upper hitbox, coming 5 across. Then a third set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and we'll open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here. And we'll also come down on this side and open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels over on this end here. Then we'll come back around on top of this truck with a polished blackstone block, and we'll fill in this top middle 3 on the second layer up. We'll bring it down 1 past where the fence gates are. Then come underneath it and put 3 polished blackstone across the bottom. Then off the side of that bottom block, we're going to put a row of upside down, outward facing polished blackstone stairs. And that row is going to be 14 blocks long in total. Once you have 14, come over here, 3 blocks across the middle, and then same thing on this side, upside down, outward facing polished blackstone stairs. And we'll bring that all the way to the bottom block on the front here, and that'll frame in the bottom of our fuel tank. Swing around on top here, and we'll continue filling this top middle 3 with polished blackstone blocks, coming down the length of the fuel tank here. For now, we'll stop at the end of the fuel tank. Then we'll do our next truck. So we're going to come down on the rails, and we're going to skip 1 block forward from that. Get netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then on the upper hitbox, 2 rows of deep slate tile stairs, coming 5 across. Another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and another 2 rows of 5 deep slate tile stairs on the upper hitbox. Then a third set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here. Come over here and open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels on this side here. Then come on top of it back to polished blackstone blocks and continue filling the top middle 3 in to cover this truck. We stop above where these fence gates are. In front of it, we're going to make a 5x3 polished blackstone blocks. Then we make a T-shaped pattern in the middle and put an end rod down on bottom above each rail. Then this side has the snowplow because it's the front. So 3 polished blackstone stairs on bottom coming across the middle, and then upside down stairs facing outward on either side. Above that, a block in the middle, and and 2 forward-facing upside-down stairs on either side of it. Then 3 smooth quartz slabs across the top middle. Then we're going to take a dark oak stair for the coupler, turn around and get it stacked up. Delete the ones we used for placement. Underneath it, we put a dark oak fence gate for an airline, and open dark oak fence gates on either side of the coupler here. Now we're going to swing down to the back, because this is a new detail I just found out about, and I haven't built before. So I'll put a dark oak button here and here, because a lot of these modern locomotives have spare knuckle holders with spare knuckles in them on the rear pilot. I never noticed them before, and recently found out about them. Then, on this engineer side of the fuel tank, on the back we're going to put 2 polished black stone blocks above the stairs here. And then on the front of it, 4 polished black stone blocks. Then 4 anvils on the front and 3 on the back for the air tanks. Then we're going to come up to this front section. We're going to put a player head, then a crimson sign, and a crimson button. Then we'll come over and do this side. On this side, it's just a full row of polished black stone blocks because there's no air tanks over here. Put a bell in front of the fuel tank on this side. Then on the 5th block back, put a player head, then 2 crimson buttons. Now we'll work on the sides of the truck. So on the side above where there's wheels, we're going to put a deep slate tile slab above each wheel. Same thing down here. And we'll do the other side. Same thing over here. And 1 more corner to go. Same thing up here. Then we're going to take out a grindstone and we're going to hang an upside down grindstone on the side in front of each wheel. Same thing down here. And then we'll do the other side. Same thing in front of these wheels. 1 more corner to go. Grindstones in front of these wheels down here. Then we're going to take out a chain here. Put a chain on the gaps on each side up here. A chain right here. Come down to this end. A chain in these 2 gaps. And a chain in these 2 gaps on this end. Then we're going to take an oak slab in this gap here and put 3 oak slabs coming up to be the stairs to get on the locomotive. Same thing over here on the bottom hit boxes of all 3 blocks. And we'll put our stairs on the front end here. So 3 slabs in this gap and 3 slabs in this gap here. Then we're going to take out polished black stone block on this 3rd layer up and fill in the top middle 3 going from end to end. Then on the top outside edge here, we're going to put a row of smooth quartz slabs going end to end on both sides. Now we'll come on the front, 2 blocks in from the end, with black wool. 2 black wool on the right, skip a block, and then a 3x2 of black wool. Then we'll swing around behind it here, and a column of 2 black wool on each side. Then we're going to put 1 black wool on the top middle, and 3 black wool across the top of the middle behind it. Then switch to a polished black stone stair. We're going to put an outward facing one on each side of this front middle block, and then on these sides a forward facing one on each side. Then we're going to come behind here and we're going to do a row of 4 black shulker boxes on bottom on each side. Above that, a row of 4 black wool on each side. Above that, a black wool in each corner. Then in the gaps in the middle, we put 2 smooth quartz on either side. Then 2 cyan stained glass pane for the side windows, 2 cyan stained glass blocks for the front window, a black wool in the middle, 2 more glass blocks, and 2 glass panes on this side. Black wool behind the side windows. Then we're going to come up on top here with smooth quartz, 3 smooth quartz across the top middle. Then we'll swing around behind it and fill in the rest of the middle 3 of the cab roof with black wool. Then on these outside edges, outward facing polished black stone blocks in a row of 4 on each side above the windows. Come around on top behind the cab in the middle and put a row of 9 black wool coming backwards off the back of the cab. On this conductor side, right up behind the cab, we put 1 black wool. Then we're going to put 2 sideways observers. Then on back of this, we're going to put 3 bedrock and fill the middle with black wool. Then on the engineer side, it's slightly different. We'll do 1 black wool, sideways observer, black wool, sideways observer, and put a dark oak sign in between them. Then on the back, 3 bedrock, and fill this gap with black wool. Right behind the cab on this side, on bottom, 1 block in from the outside, put a column of 2 black wool, then a column of 4 behind it. Then we'll come across the bottom with black wool here, out to the end of this dynamic brake section, and stack up the end. Then we'll put another layer across the bottom. Up here, we're going to put 2 black shulker boxes, then a 2x2 of black wool there, and a 2x2 here, and 2 black shulker boxes in this gap here. Then in front of this doorway behind the cab here, in the corner, we're going to put a column of 2 black wool. Then 2 black wool coming off to the left, and 2 black shulker boxes. Then over on the conductor side here, 1 block in from the edge, we're going to go ahead and fill in to the back of this dynamic brake section with all black wool here. Once we've done that, we'll build the box on this side, which is much smaller than an AC44CW because it doesn't have to have room for inverters. I believe all that's in this box is a cab air conditioner. So we'll put a column of 3 black wool in the corner, then 2 black shulker boxes coming out on bottom, 2 black wool, then 1 black wool, and a deep slate tile block. Like I said, this box is much smaller. Then on this outside, skip 1 block behind that and put a single black stone slab. Then we'll come across over here behind this fuel tank because I just noticed another detail. We'll delete this chain and put a polished deep slate wall there. Then we're going to come down to the back of the locomotive and start working on that. So swing around here in the middle, 2 blocks in from the end, and make a column of 5 black wool. Then in front of it, on each side, kitty corner outward, another column of 5 on each side. Then on the top outside, a polished black stone slab here and here. In front of that, we're going to put upside down outward facing deep slate tile stairs coming forward in a row of 7. Then a polished black stone slab in front of it. We'll do the same thing here. So 7 upside down deep slate tile stairs and a polished black stone slab in front of it. Then across this back middle 3 polished black stone slabs. Then come up the middle with polished black stone slabs. When we get right here, put 1 on either side. And we'll fill in these side gaps with deep slate tile slabs to finish off the radiator on top here. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side, so fill this gap on top with deep slate tile slabs. Now we'll work on the lower vents back here, so come around to this side. Starting in the back corner, we'll make a column of 3 deep slate tile walls. Then a black wool on bottom and 2 bedrock. Then another column of 3 deep slate tile walls. Then a full column of 3 black wool, and in the middle block we'll close a trapdoor for the brake wheel. Then in front of this, a column of 3 black wool. Then 3 deep slate tile walls, and then a 2x3 of bedrock. Then we'll come in and fill in above this with a full row of black wool coming to the front of this section. And one up in there where this block of space is. Then we'll come down and we're going to work on the other side, which is slightly different here. Start in this corner, 3 deep slate tile walls, then black wool, 2 bedrock, 3 more deep slate tile walls, black wool, 2 bedrock, 3 more deep slate tile walls, black wool, 2 bedrock, then 3 deep slate tile walls, and another 3. So it looks like that. Then we'll come around above here and fill in this line above it with black wool. And make sure we get that gap of space above on the end here. Then in front of this, we're going to fill in the sides 4 blocks high with black wool, coming all the way up to this front section here. We'll do the same thing on this side, so fill it in 4 high with black wool. We can also go ahead and fill in the middle of this section with black wool. Now take out a polished blackstone stair, 3 of them facing this way here, and 3 of them facing this way here. Then 3 polished blackstone slabs across the back, and a row of polished blackstone slabs coming up on each side. On the back, we'll put a smoker here to be the exhaust, 2 polished blackstone in front of it, and then 1 on the very front, and in this gap of 2, we're going to open back-to-back dark oak fence gates for the horn. Across the top of the cab here, 3 dark oak trapdoors here, and 3 here. Then we'll fill these gaps with black carpet. Then we'll fill in this whole dynamic brake section here with black carpet as well. That way we can cover up the tops of all these vents. We'll have to come down on here, stand on it, and crouch to cover these observers. Now we'll come down in front of the door on this side, and we're going to put some black carpet on these stairs here. We'll have to stand on here and crouch to put them above these shulker boxes. Then we're going to run black carpet all down this walkway on this side of the locomotive, all the way to the back. And we'll wrap around here. On the back middle it's a T-shape, then up here, and then we'll start bringing black carpet up this side of the locomotive, coming all the way forward with it. One in front of that slab, and then 3 up on this box. Then on the front, it's a T-shape of black carpet. Now we need to make some banners, so get out a loom and come into it. We're going to take a white banner in black dye. We're going to put a black diamond in the middle, then a diagonal. Then switch to white dye here and put a white border around that banner. Then we take a black banner and white dye, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, horizontal in the middle, then we're going to take that and we're going to switch over to black dye, and we have to make a diagonal here, and we got to find the right one. It's got to be going that way and to this side on bottom black. Then we're going to build one that's the opposite, so a black banner, white dye, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, horizontal in the middle, switch to black dye, and put a black diagonal going the other way, like that. Then one more, so a black banner and white dye, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, horizontal in the middle. This is for all our striping detail. On the middle of the nose here, we're going to put this one, and this is supposed to be like the horse logo. Then the striped ones across the front. Then we're going to come around the corner here, and we're going to go ahead and put one striped one on the side of the front here. Then the one with the diagonal going that way. Then over here, one striped one, and one with the diagonal going the other way here. So it looks like that. Then we'll do it on the back here. So we're going to put this one with our logo in the middle, then a striped one on each side like this, then around the corner, one angled this way here, and one angled the opposite way there. Now we're going to make some more banners, so go ahead and come back into your loom. We're going to use a black banner with white dye. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, and a diagonal. New banner. Horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, and a diagonal. Then switch to a black dye and surround these with a black border. Come up on the side of the back here, on top, and we're going to put NS right there, and a row of these stripe banners coming up to right here. Then we'll go ahead and put it on the other side. So come over here, and on this side it's backwards, so the NS goes in that corner and your row of stripe banners come back to here. Then on this side, directly under the NS, we'll knock out 3 blocks, and we'll fill that with smooth quartz to be the rest of the lettering. Then we'll do the same thing over here. So under the NS, knock out 3 blocks and fill it with smooth quartz. Now we'll do our railing, so take out an oak fence and come up to the front. Here it's a column of 3. Then here we come up 3. We're going to come over 1 and up 1. Then we'll go ahead and move over, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So up 3, over 1, up 1, and then 3 on this side of the stairs. Then switch to dark oak, 1 on each interior block here, and 2 above it. I'm using dark oak because we don't have black fences. Then we're going to come down here, switch back to oak fence, 4 coming up right here. Then this is the same as the front, up 3, over 1, up 1. Over here, up 3, over 1, up 1. Then up 4 right here. Then dark oak on each interior here, and a 2 of dark oak on each side above it. Then we'll connect up dark oak in front of this one here and bring it all down this walkway to the front of the locomotive. When we get by these shulker boxes, we come up one and start bringing it forward again, and then up another one in front of this stair and over to connect with the cab. Now we'll come on over, down on the back on this side here, and work on the railings on this end. So go ahead and connect it up and start bringing dark oak fences all down the walkway on this side of the locomotive. When we get right here, we're going to put 2 like that, and then 2 more coming up here, and then over to connect to the cab. Then put a light gray stained glass pane here, a door on the nose, and a light gray stained glass pane there, and a dark oak door back here behind the cab. Then we're going to take a glow item frame, put two, one on each side here with glowstone for ditch lights, then up here in the top middle with glowstone for a headlight. Then we're going to take a birch sign on the side for our number plate. And this locomotive number is 9590. And we'll do the same thing on the other side here. And then we'll come work on the back. So we'll come over here, down here, a glow item frame on each side with glowstone for rear ditch lights. Then up here, we'll put a glow item frame with glowstone for a headlight. Then a stone button under it for the sand filler hatch. On the side of the top, we'll put a sign with 9590 for our number plate back here, and another one on the other side here. Now we'll go ahead and do the interior. So come on in through this nose door, and in this corner we'll put an end portal for the toilet. Then we'll take smooth sandstone slabs and we'll stack it up to the bottom of the window, and same thing over on this side. Then here we'll stack our slabs up 2 blocks high so it's the same level as the door. Same thing in this middle gap, and then same thing on this side here. Then we'll use our slabs to make a staircase in the middle here. We'll come down in here and we'll put a birch door across this. In this back gap, we're going to put a sideways blast furnace and a glowstone above it. Turn around, and in the middle we put a glow item frame with an end crystal to be the computer screen. Then on this side, a slab for the conductor desk, and on the other side a lever for the engineer. Turn around and put stairs on each side to be the seats. And now our interior is completed here. And there we have it, folks. We've completed this Norfolk Southern Dash 9 locomotive. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.